Oops, hit roll. Alright, so after we were in there talking about those light kits, we did ended up getting the light kits installed, put in. They work pretty good. Work alright, actually. I actually thought the regular light bulbs would be a little bit brighter, or not brighter, but I should say a different color light. It's not like a clear light, it's still like a yellowish light, which is weird. I don't know if it's the light bulbs or what, but the strip light works pretty well. And it was pretty easy to set up and set it up with like Siri and stuff and all that. But after we did that, we didn't do much. After we did that, we ended up turning a movie on, and we ended up kind of falling asleep and waking up to about right now. And I couldn't go back to sleep, so I just come out here and start packing up some of the stuff and get started. I already got the inventory lab pulled up, and I guess we'll start checking her in and see what she turns out to be. But also, we never did take back that heater thing there. So actually, we're probably gonna work out pretty well now. That's only like 30. It's actually keeping it nice and not too cold out here. But here's I want to see some returns. Here's some Rokus. I'm not sure what happened with these things. We ended up getting CC. 3 of them sent back. These were sent back, actually. I don't know if I showed this on a video or not, but these were sent back before like Q4. They actually went into stranded, because it doesn't show we were restricted when we bought them. We actually ended up being restricted, but you see we paid 13. Actually, still probably make money, but they are restricted. But as you can see, it covered up all the barcodes, but we left a Walmart clearance sticker on one of these, so maybe it's a good thing we ended up getting restricted. I'm not sure what happened on that one. I must have been sleeping a little bit on that one, but hey, I guess things all work out in the end. And also, as I'm putting them in the inventory lab, I just started putting in some of those Legos, but I'm noticing the placement options. We don't use inventory placement, but they're supposedly changing their fee options, or changing how they do it, or however it's going on. But there's some fee changes, and they're supposedly going to start actually charging people, because before, if you turned it on, it actually didn't do anything, or it did something, but usually still shipped it off to one fulfillment center for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But this one's had me shipping it to like 3 so far. We are still doing private, so I don't know if it's going to stay that way. It could just, after they end up doing the shipping, it could just reorganize everything back into this one. But I don't think we're going to be able to risk it like that last video. I was going to throw some of these Legos in a box, just because to get them out of the way, because it's kind of still cramped in this little thing. Once we get it cleared out, because when we did the living room, as I know, I think it's filmed in an earlier clip, but as we did the living room, all the old living room stuff came out here, so it's still kind of in the way. So even though you clean out, more stuff just gets put in its way. But let's see how the inventory placement option thingy. 213 labels, all for one product. My battery? No, battery's almost dead. Better charge it. But all for one product. We've printed more. If you actually watch some of our beginning of our RA videos, some Lego things that we got, we were printing like 300 labels, 400 labels at a time. But it's the longest amount of labels we've printed in a long time. 213 of those stickered. Took a little while. It really wasn't too bad. It was one of those things, once you get going, it comes in pretty easy. I'm going to show you go ahead and show you what we ended up with. You can see the profit was $2,500, buy cost $3,200, sales 82. The rank's important part. It's only 11,000 average rank. See the SKUs and stuff. I don't know how many boxes yet. I bet there's going to be, there's going to be a lot of boxes of all that with all that one stuff, but hopefully only 2 destinations, if not 3. It's looking like it's showing 3, but it might switch to just 1. But the numbers look a little bit low, because I think that's just the way it's after Q4, and we do a lot of toys and everything. I think that's kind of the way it's changing, because all the competition and the low prices and stuff is our plan is to keep low ranked, not as high ROI, but just try to do more volume, try to get things sold. Because once the first price jump happens, that's probably going to be the last one. Just kind of get in and get out. And we kind of switched to that model. I think I've kind of talked about it in prior videos a couple months ago, about trying to sell things at least every 30 days. Now I might even change that up, and maybe even every like 2 weeks or a week that the stuff hits the warehouse. Depending on items. Not every item's going to do that, but the majority of items, it's going to be lower ROI, but we're going to just try to get our money quicker and get it out. That way we can reinvest into other things and invest in this faster, just in case, anything happens and everything. Because, prices are somewhat down on Amazon. Not across the board at all, but just RA in general. I think that's kind of what's going to happen. But let's see how many destinations we end up with. Oh, check that out. 2 destinations. The one's probably just because of the Legos, must be. The Legos don't seem like they're oversized, but maybe they were. Alright, so these are the last 2 that were left. And surprisingly, it was some, well, obviously not surprisingly, but some of the two was on eBay. Seems like the price went down a little bit on those. Ended up getting rid of the Pokemon one for like $3.50. So after shipping and fees, just say $100 profit, it's like all $50 for the shipping and fees. And the other 2DS was gone too, but those are sticking. Those are probably not going to sell too well, because right now they're trending at $270 on eBay and they're $200 to buy. So you said maybe drop off like $50 for shipping and fees just to overshoot it, and you're only making like, you know, 10, 20 bucks. It isn't bad if it's so fast, but they've already been up for about 2 days now and they haven't sold. So we'll probably be passing up those if we see them. But the other bundles, still good. But there's the Pokemon DS going. Thank you. And we're out. Did you see that line in there? It's like they're at a standstill. It's like their computers are down or they're waiting on somebody or something, but that's how easy it is to drop something off. So we're in a Goodwill. I thought they were closed. They didn't have very much lights outside. You can't really tell. But as you can tell, they got, what, 1, 2, 3 of those things. The listing says it's slow moving, but it's like 68 PC, which means that it's probably a subcategory. So it's not really fast moving. On eBay, they don't. One sold for like 15, but there's a bunch for sale. They're not worth nothing, but I thought I had a winner there, but it's pretty dead in here. Let's see if we can find something good, at least in the toys. So as we turn the corner, it's a Nickelodeon clock. I remember having one of these too when we were a little bit. Somebody on one of our Facebook groups in the green room just sold one of those for like 70, 80 bucks or something. So it took a little while. It took a few months. There's an Explorer down there too. We've been dabbling in some Explorers, but we had one returned just because, you know, they come with a lot of stickers and stuff sometimes, and we put it on eBay and just use a generic, or not generic, but a picture of one, and all the stickers weren't the same, and the person complained that the stickers were in different spots and wanted a refund. But we got like 20 more to sell at the house, so I don't know if we'll be picking that up. And there's we used to do a lot of these phones, bags of phones too. As you can see, when they're like $4, and you get like all these handsets and chargers where you can part them out, just like sell one handset for like 20, 30 bucks and get the rest. But they get kind of cumbersome, especially when you're just doing eBay. So, is it a word?
I found a plug.
Oh. Sometimes it's hard to find plugs when you're in Goodwill. Test plugs. Sometimes you gotta be a little creative when you do that. Let's look at it. Might be at least we got something to stop here. Here's a new and packaged door trimmer. We'll do a little live look up on that, because I bet that might be something decent. Pardon, maybe I'll just cut it out and you won't know. Or you want to fray? Say fray data? You hear that? Apparently it works. Alright, let's see what we get here. Only 10 bucks. Pretty good rank though. And you see, if Amazon's in stock at 10s, you have to drop $5 off that price. You only get like 4 after fees. So I mean, it's a profit. 2 into 4. Probably gonna pass. A lot of our Goodwill purchases, we consult eBay, even though Amazon's usually higher and have more buyers, but we consult eBay just to know if we can have a fallback in case the Amazon doesn't work out, or we can double merchant fulfill. But as you see, the first look up of that clock just shows up a quick search. Didn't even do sold, but 6 bids, 60 bucks. They want $5 for it. Easy pickup. So they want $5.99 for the guitar. Still, we're gonna pick it up because it's like clean. As you can see, it's like never even like been played. Just in the breakaway cable, but really what guitar isn't. I'm gonna go with this Sony receiver just because the remote's worth it. If this isn't worth it, looks like it plugs in, it turns on. I'm looking at this thing. Probably won't be nothing because it's more like a modern thing. I think that those last movie that just came out, but you see they're getting like $15, $5 shipped. Well, actually, I might, I don't know. You could probably get a little bit of money off of it, but you ain't gonna profit too much. But pretty cool though. 23 bucks out the door. Used the coupon, and hopefully we'll profit what? Well, so we paid 23 for it all. So the clock, we're hoping for at least 50. You know, at the minimum is going to be 50. The guitars are, like I said, we sold some on eBay for like 37 shipped or something. So we'll just give, say, 30 bucks for the guitars. So that's 80. Then that receiver in combo is going to be, at the least, is going to be 60 bucks. And it sells pretty often. You look that up. It's like STR-DH100 on eBay. And it sells like 2 or 3 a day. Like there's literally today some of them sold. But we're hoping to get the guitars on Amazon after the used after fees if you do Amazon, which after eBay is $40.65. So actually we'll just go with $40 for that. $50 for the clock, which is going to be more than as you've seen from the auction, but that's $90 right there, and then that thing back there is $60. It's about, it'd be $150. So we're $20 at the door for $150 and 3 items. So but it's not, it isn't always like that. I'm gonna say that's how easy it is to thrift at Goodwill, but it isn't always like that. You never get too lucky. As you can see, it's kind of like how dark it is out here. If the camera shows how dark, and how dark there's like the signage is out here where you can't see nothing, and we thought they were closed, and it seems dead in there, but they find some few treasures kind of laying around. After that Goodwill, we stopped at Walmart, and they're different. I'll look them up. But found some strategy guides. This Walmart here usually has pretty good clearance in this aisle, and they got those batteries there too. Hopefully they lowered the price on them because they might be good. But maybe they didn't lower them. I don't remember what the price was. I'll have to look them up. But there's Paper Mario, GameCube. Look up strategy guides. Sometimes they're pretty good. And we've ended up selling them, all the ones we've sent in. If you look up the listing there, I guess I can show you. I might have to scan that Super Mario one you put back here.
Oh yeah.
All right, there's the listing. I got it. New. They're not. I mean, they're new because they're Walmart, but they're not new because of the rough edges and stuff. Probably not new for Amazon. But you see, used, there's only one FBA at $70 and 11 at 43, and the rank's 500,000, which is pretty good for books. But so we're just having a good day just for being like, we're just gonna randomly walk in a couple of stores because we sold that Pokemon DS. We wanted to send out before the day's over because it was like 3 o'clock. We already went to the post office, as you've seen earlier, and UPS. We thought, let's get this sent out, and we'll drive about 45 minutes away and see what they have at a couple Walmarts, and stop at a Goodwill we haven't stopped at in a little while, and ended up making quite a bit of money. You scan it?
Yeah, it's like 20. One FBA at $24.95.
Oh.
From my emergency $6.
So I see why, because the Wii version for Super Paper Mario isn't worth nothing. But the GameCube guide's pretty good. There she is. You got, how many did we end up getting? 6? 7? 6?
$40 profit.
And these here too, they'll kind of, might as well, let's just keep the clip rolling. Be easy to edit. Maybe I'll edit it out, maybe I won't. Probably won't. What is it, like 36? And it's 28 after fees, so the most price obviously probably went down some, but 5,000 in toys, still, if you think about the quantity wise and how small they are, $8 and all those, we wouldn't do it, but I know there's probably somebody out there watching that definitely would. All right, now we got another one here. It's $9. Package is a little rough, but not too much. But looking up the eBay auctions here, these could be because of Q4, but for $9, the Amazon listing, I might still have it. As you can see, it's sold 60, 12.7. Brand new. There's a brand new one that went for $32.48 free at $11.29. So it's not a fast seller, but it's only $9. We might just send it in for because you see the Amazon listing, 166,000 on toys, 208 reviews, nobody on it.
Okay, let me go to 11.
11?
Unless they don't know.
If I take a wallet, can you do $11 on them?
Let me go get in the cart. That's a shame. Go as low as 11 as you heard. We were just hoping for 15, but 11 it is. Sweet. Alright, so she supposedly reprogrammed it. She's going to list it. This should ring up right. We're hoping we're not too right. It's going to ring up right, but we'll ask about $11 as you see. And it was like 28 after fees, 5,000 ranked in toys. Like, I guess you just got to ask for the manager. I guess that's a little in-store demo of how you can make it happen yourself. Sometimes you just got to ask. In the corner and seeing this like Lego clearance, you see like all those clearance tags. But there's nothing too great. This guy here isn't too bad. We're probably not going to pick it up because of it's out of the budget right now, and it's not worth breaking our budget. We're trying to stick to it until we actually go out and source, because right now it's kind of like a fun day. So if we find something good, we're going to buy it. Something that's kind of like just money, we're probably just going to hold off because for some reason we don't have trouble finding stuff to buy. But you get like 29 something after fees, so you're making 8 on 21, and that Lego's ranked like 758 in toys. Like, you know, you're gonna get your money back, but that's the greatest ROI. But it's still money. But I think we're gonna go ahead and pass on that guy. Guess I'm just gonna flock our whole trip because we're getting some clearance items. They're not really bread and butter retail arbitrage. But this guy here as I'm walking and talking. It was $64. 64. You see the ranks, not too bad, 25,000. Views are good. Amazon's in stock and only 3 FBA, so 3 competition for a whole 65 bucks. I guess it's even better stuff. DS in separate transaction, but that's what the bill ended up being. As you can see, 601 doesn't yield a net profit. All that those GameCube manuals and the all those quick chargers. And I did ring up 11 bucks. Guess what was my main point of this clip? Look at the little puppy in there. Not sending out some of these profits apparently.